Candy girl, oh, let's see. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Forever Branded TV coming back to you guys with another video, guys. Another video on my new favorite biopic that aired on B.E.T, guys. The special 3-night event of one of the most new amazing mini-series of all time. The new edition story appeared the 24th of January through today is the 26th. 24 through 26, guys. Amazing movie, okay? All of these fellas had a story to tell, and I can understand why it took 3 parts now, because everybody wanted to get all of what they've been through within the movie, and it's amazing, and I really enjoyed it. And I really love the hard work and dedication, the production, the music, the choices, the acting. Everything was on point. Okay, it was just nothing bad I can say about it. BT really did the damn thing. Okay. It started off when they were kids, Ricky, Bobby, Mike, and Ralph. Okay, the first 4 before Ronnie became in. So as you all know, Brooke Payne, who was Ronnie DeVoe's uncle. Okay, I wouldn't know that. This was way before I was born, but it got really interesting. The first part of it really did really catch my attention, because it just shows them how they are before they all formed a group. Before it had to be a final 5 group. Just like how the Jacksons just like how the Temptations, you just really see how everything basically formed those boys into groups, because Brooke Payne put them boys in a lot of drilling. Okay, he drilled them guys to be the best that they are and how they became. So you see all that. You see when Maurice Starr, who was also played by Faison Love, who is probably one of my most favorite comedian actors. He played on Friday and other movies, but guys, okay, he played it. He really had me kind of laughing through the movie, a little bit. And it just showed the struggle of them coming up as kids, went from Boston all the way up to when they was in stardom, because all of them are from Boston. Okay, but it just really showed that the money struggle they've been having from Candy Girl all the way up to now. The situations go left and right with this group. Okay, you just see everything. You see how Michael was kind of the cocky one and kind of the one with the smart attitude. Michael was very boisterous, and he was just the kind of the bully in the group, but he always was kind of like the protector. And you just see each of them, you see each of their personalities, you see that Bobby wanted all the attention, you just see everything from kids all the way to up. You really see how all of their egos really got the best of them. You see how Ralph was the one who just was just he was the one that just thought he was breathtaking. Okay, they all had their ego ways, but it all worked because of their different personalities. And you just see all that from all the way from when they grew up to when they became teenagers to when they became adults. Okay, and the first part of it was amazing. I really enjoyed the little kids. I recognized the guy who played Ricky. Is the little guy that played Ricky is my favorite character on Stranger Things. I had to remember that boy because I said that's the little boy that played on Stranger Things. I really had to remember that. I didn't. I recognized his face. I said I know this boy. So I just thought that the boys did an amazing job. And like I said, when I seen the Candy Girl cover shoot compared to the real one, it scared the living shit out of me because it really looked just like it. So I was impressed by that. They had them doing songs like Popcorn Love and just all the songs that they did when they were kids up to now. Then when we get into the second part of the edition, when they became like teenagers, okay, you see when they met. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Tank, because Tank was also in the movie right along with My guy Dwayne Martin, who was also in the movie, and it just showed just everything. The guy who Tank was playing, I can never remember his name, but Tank was the part of MCA Records or something like that, and um, it was just a lot going on when they joined MCA. Then they met Gary Evans, and Gary Evans was the one who was promising them all, just everything and money and just a lot. He was promising them. You just really, really, really see a lot from when they became teenagers to adults. They really, 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 okay, been through so much from MCA to all the way to just everything, just to them trying to do stuff by themselves, to them trying to, branch off, and to them always having these crazy ass fights day in and day out. Like that was crazy as shit. And Bobby Brown was always the one starting the drama. Okay, he was the one that thought he was better than everybody. Michael Bivins was cocky. Ralph was, I don't know. Ricky was just thought he was too smooth. Ronnie was just too cool and laid back. Like these niggas was crazy, but I really really love. I really really like, discovering what really happened with them, because I didn't know about them till I was like 6, 7 years old. Okay, that's when I started knowing about them. Okay, this was way before I was born. Now that I get a chance to really learn their story, I feel like I can somewhat more look up to them, because you just see a whole lot that goes on when you witness the movie. You are going to be so inspired, by how the transition of them, all these guys coming together. It's just really, 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 really amazing. And B.E.T. really did a phenomenal job, and I have to really give them their props. Um, you just see, and you just find out the magic of Michael Bivins and what he's done for Boys to Men, for what he's done for 702, for what he's done to so many other great artists, and I just didn't know that he was a boss like that. Okay, I knew Michael Bivins, did Boys to Men, but I didn't know that, he did so much stuff with so many people. Okay, now with Bell Biv DeVoe, you see a lot about that. You see a lot about Johnny Gill when Johnny Gill came into the place. You see a lot about Brooke Payne. You know how he started with the boys and got them together. It's just really really amazing. It's so much stuff I could tell you, but it's so much stuff I don't want to spoil for the people who have seen it. When you see it, you will just really, really be shocked and amazed. I was just, let me see so many things. I was, I didn't know that Ricky became a serious drug addict. I didn't know that at all. Okay, it's just so much stuff I didn't know. I didn't know already about Bobby Brown. I knew that they were gonna put the drug thing with him because he was a serious drug addict. They didn't put Whitney in the movie, which I thought was kind of weird. Okay, but come on, come on. Okay, I gotta throw a little shade at Bobby Brown. Okay, Bobby Brown thought he was the shit. Okay, in the group, he really thought he was the shit. He did. He tried it. They tried it with Bobby Brown. We gonna just put that out there, but. I really, really love it. Ralph Tresvant, I think that, so many people favored him, like so many of the managers favored him, like Maurice Starr, who's also played by Faison Love. I just think that they was trying to make him be the Michael, and he had to really become his own artist, as a whole, and he was the one that wanted to really branch off and try to do other things, but also still be with New Edition as well. Ronnie was kind of like the backbone of the group, and I really, really, I really didn't know that. Okay, Ronnie was the conservative one, but also at the same time he kept the guys together, but didn't take shit from Bobby. Okay, so many of them niggas didn't take shit from Bobby. Nobody took shit from him, but Bobby thought he was on. Okay, the only thing I can say about Bobby is that it's not a shock to me that he was it's not a shock to me that he was the shit starter in the group. It's not. But I just don't know if I mean, the only thing I can say is I respect him. I respect him because I respect that him with New Edition, they all, open up doors for so many people in the music industry. And you could just graph and take so much from this movie, and it's really deep. And the fact that they have three parts, the three-part miniseries for this, it just puts me back to the Jacksons, okay? When that movie came out, when it used to come up on VH1, it just reminds me of a little bit of the Five Heartbeats. It kind of has a little touches of those movies within this movie, but it's its own story. And so many of the different video shoots I was very inspired by. I was inspired by If I'm in Love with You. Okay, I was inspired by If It Is in Love. I was inspired by Can You Stand the Rain? That's one of my favorite songs by New Edition, guys. I love that song with a passion. I was inspired by The Candy Girl. I was inspired by just a lot of other different scenes. The Belle Biv DeVoe and all that stuff. I was very inspired, okay, by just how they made the production and how they came up with all the production and how they tried to really make the videos look like those videos. Poison, they did such a good job capturing all of everything within these videos of the amazing songs that the groups made. It just shows the struggle of brotherhood. When you a group, it's always gonna be problems, and it's always gonna be somebody's gonna want to branch off, somebody's gonna want to be better than somebody. But the thing that you got to take in is that even though that those guys went through all that stuff in that movie, they all still managed to still stay together and still keep their relationship strong. And still, I would like to mention about the funny moments. There was so many funny moments in this movie. Oh my God, just a lot of funny moments, a lot of stuff. When all their mothers came together and drilled on so many people, like it was just, oh my God, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that they put in everything. They probably didn't put in every single thing, but they put in just enough for people to know that their story. And this is how we know that the story is accurate and true, because all of them and with the B.E.T. production came together and put the whole movie production and everything together. The videos, how they did the video shoots, how they did the interviews, just everything, stuff that I've seen about New Edition. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Luke James, who is an amazing singer, an amazing talent, who I'm waiting for a new album to come out with. He really did do a amazing job on this movie. This was his first lead role. He played on other stuff too, but this is his first lead role. I'm glad that they put him, even though I think that he came in a little bit too later in the movie, because he played Johnny Gill, but Johnny Gill is an important part of New Edition. Also a solo artist as well. And I think that Luke James really channeled his inner Johnny Gill. I also want to say I love how they put Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, how they mentioned Janet Jackson, and just everything. There was just so much stuff that was catching my attention on this movie. It just shows that they really, really, really put so much into their production, and they really did do a lot of hard work. Man, it's just so much moments of this movie. Oh my God, it shows their lowest moments, when they had to take breaks from the group, come back, do shows, and they had to take breaks from doing stuff, and they had to, man, they've been through just so much, and I just really admire that group. I really truly admire New Edition. After looking at this movie, I just think that they did an amazing job together and staying together and staying and keeping strong. Um, I think that Brooke Payne did an amazing job with all of those guys, and you see that in the movie. And even though they was mostly always broke, but money is not always about the money, as stated in the movie. It's not always about the money. It's about the music and how the music touches people. And New Edition is known for making so many good things, including Bobby Brown. Okay, even though I can't stomach Bobby Brown, but I do have to say, I have to give him somewhat of his props. Other than him just being a jackass, I have to say that he did play some part, even though he wanted all the attention, and everybody else tried to stay together, and they all had to get egotistical at one point and get out of their comfort zone, and try to branch off and do different things. They all still managed to do it. And you guys will really, really like the movie. Hopefully, everything is explained. Okay, it might not be explained in a way of them of in the order, but as you see the movie, you will really, really enjoy it. Hopefully, if you see this, you probably might be like, okay, hey. Now I need to watch this movie. Okay, check it out on BET. It's amazing. This is Forever Branded TV.